Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Hello. Hi. Hello, Abaddon. How are you doing? I've had a day. It's been pretty busy, but like a good kind of busy. I guess I don't know how good is it going to the dentist, and my phone charger is under my chair. But yeah, I had a dentist appointment today. Everything's fine. And the bad thing is, I was excited to get out of the house for it. So what does that say about me? Anyway. Sorry, I thought I was gonna be a little bit late today because I had to take out the neighbor's dogs. Next door neighbor's dogs. Asho, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. But yeah, everything looks good. And, we're Ace Attorneying today. We'll be finishing the third case of Apollo Justice today. I know I originally thought that I could finish Ace Attorney 4 this week. That's not going to happen at this rate. If we start the last case today, well, we have to finish this third case where we've got a little bit left. We have one last little stretch of that to do. And these finale cases always take a little longer, so it'll be next week we finish this one. Next week we start Dual Destinies. And then this weekend we will play 6.2 in Final Fantasy 14. My lighting is weird again. But yeah, 6.2 on Saturday. And I think I'm gonna stick with that plan, you know, weeknights for Apollo Justice, or even whatever variety game we do even beyond then. And then our Saturday streams will be for 14. Right now it'll be for doing the Endwalker patches. Maybe even, if we're not done, we'll definitely not be done with this whole trilogy by the time I finish the Endwalker patches. And I'm wondering if maybe I could do like Pandemonium raids or something for some of those at some point as well, because I think that would be fun to stream them, since based on what I've seen of the little story teaser for the raids, I think that might be a fun one to stream. Like, I would stream it solely for the story and everything. Anyways, yeah. And then when I get around to Dawn Trail, I think we'll play, I should be caught up definitely by, yeah. Words, scheduling. We'll play Dawn Trail after the whole trilogy. And then, can't we get the case to the conclusion? It's wild. I'm excited and scared, but I'm also very excited. This is very wild. Like, I love when these games like go off the rails. It's very fun. But yeah. I do also want to play Nier at some point this year. I doubt there's going to be time for both Nier and Dawn Trail in between, before the answer. So Nier might be like towards the end of the year. So the Nier raids are going to be sitting in my 14 quest list for however many more months now. It bugs me that there's like unfinished stuff in my quest list, but you know what? It has to happen like that. It's gonna go off the rails. Ace Attorney games, they're like soap operas, honestly. There's a lot of wild stuff going on. There's lots of like family drama, specifically with one particular family in the original trilogy, and I don't know how that's gonna come into play here, if there's gonna be more family drama or whatnot. I don't know. Well, there's already some family drama, I guess, you know, with the Gavins and the Grammarys or whatever, you know, Trucy's bio family, who knows? But yeah, it's gonna be wild, and I love it. It's very fun. And I'm just here for the ride. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I need to do my roulettes today still in 14. Actually going outside means not spending all day on my computer. Yeah. Anyways, we love when games go crazy. Same. I love when a game like I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like there's different tiers of like crazy games. Like Ace Attorney is like, it's a very different type of like wild kind of game. It's in a very different tier from like Uchikoshi, you know? Uchikoshi is what I see as like a crazy game, you know? Zero Escape, Somnium Files. Those games are actually batshit insane. That's not how I would describe Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is definitely, yeah, I would say Ace Attorney is like a soap opera. And then Uchikoshi games are actually insane. Kodaka games are actually insane. Yeah. Oh, and apparently I didn't realize when it was airing, you know, I was too, in the Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, I was too enthused by the investigations announcement that I didn't even really register that there was like the Kodaka Uchikoshi joint game was immediately after that, and it's like Danganronpa but not Danganronpa, and if both of them are working on it, it's gonna be the most actually insane game that I've ever seen, for better or for worse. You've watched those games, not played them? Oh, which ones? Zero Escape or Somnium or Danganronpa? I didn't stream Danganronpa. I played Danganronpa on my own before I started streaming. Well, I actually first experienced Danganronpa on the Something Awful forums in the year of our Lord, 2013, before the game had actually been translated into English. That was the only available translation of it. All three of them, oh. I feel like I kind of wish I could like wipe my memory of Danganronpa and stream it, because it's truly is... It's a wild time, you know? It's one of those games where, like, you can't take it too seriously, you know? Just don't think too hard about it, don't take it too seriously, just enjoy it for the insanity it is. But you know what, games like that are kind of fun sometimes. We'll have to fit in, sometime next year probably, we'll get to Nirvana Initiative. We're definitely not going to get to Nirvana Initiative this year, but maybe that'll be something to aim for next year. I still also need to get some games in the Steam Summer Sale. How much longer does that go on? Because I was making a list of some games through July 11th. Okay, we got like another like week and a half. Hiccup. But yeah, I need to get some games. I think I want to get Final Fantasy IX. I think of all the Final Fantasies that I have not yet played, 9 is probably the one that I want to play the most. 10 just sitting in my Steam library crying. 10 was the first one that I bought, and I have played 14 and 7 before it. And Remake and Crisis Core Remake are also in my library. Good lord, too many games. Yeah, it's till July 11th. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get Final Fantasy IX, especially since I've heard that, like, there's some 9-inspired things in Dawn Trail. And I think P4 Arena is also heavily discounted, so I definitely want to get that for sure. Yeah, P4 Arena. If there's any games on my wish list that are like under $10, I'll probably grab them. You know? Like, Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. It is 90% off. It's $3. Alan Wake is also heavily discounted. I've heard very good things about Alan Wake. But yeah. Oh, 9 is only like $8. Yeah. And Greece. Greece is like $3 right now, and I've heard very good things about that. But yeah, many games that I need to go through. And Nocturne. Yeah, Nocturne is like, normally it's $50 and now it's $15. So maybe I should get Nocturne. Although, from what I've heard, Nocturne is like the most unforgiving SMT game of all, and that's saying a lot for an SMT game. Echo, welcome. Resident Evil 4. You know what? I could look. Alan Wake is great. Ooh. Until July 11th. Okay, I need to like plan this out and actually do this. Yeah. I just need to remember to actually buy them. Nocturne's a lazy port, though? Oh, interesting. Huh. That's interesting. What was it originally released on? But yeah, Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. It's $30. I've never played a Resident Evil game. I mean, I don't do well with like jump scary horror games, but I hear people say, like, you know, Resident Evil 4 and 8 are the ones that I hear a lot of people talk about, mainly the characters. Oh, it was originally on the Switch. Oh, that's interesting. SMT3? Or is it just... is Nocturne like a remaster of 3? Is it like, you know, like Vengeance, how Vengeance is to 5? It was originally on PS2. Nocturne is 3? Oh, that's okay, no worries. No, you're good, you're good. Yeah. I still have my Switch copy of SMT5 that I don't know what to do with. I need to sit down and actually play Vengeance a little more too. I did play a little more last week. I was having fun. I was playing it during 14 maintenance, and I was getting cooked, but it was fun. It was PS2 originally. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. SMT 3 and Persona 3, both on the PS2. Only reason it's called Nocturne is since it was the first SMT released in the West, so I didn't call it SMT3. Okay. You mean dumb mistook for... No, you're good about it. It's okay. Getting old. Oh no, I don't want to think about that. Man. I'm gonna have to start looking for health insurance later this year. I've got like a little less than 4 months until I turn 26, and I live in the US, which means I have to get my own health insurance soon, which is not gonna be fun. Anyways, that's a whole other can of worms. Yeah. I see all like the Kingdom Hearts bundles are also on sale. Good luck, thank you, I need it. And Metaphor, I mean obviously unreleased games aren't gonna be on sale, but Metaphor! God, I'm trying to think, like, if I start investigations, Ace Attorney investigations, right after the answer, I don't know if I'll be done with investigations by the time Metaphor comes out. I might be like a week late or so, which is fine. I do want to, yeah, Metaphor mention, no way! But yeah, I do want to play Metaphor around the time it releases. If I'm like a week or two late because of investigations wrapping up, not a problem. I made you happy? Oh, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to make you happy. I don't know how long the answer is gonna take. I would say maybe a week and a half tops. I don't know how many hours it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, the Spy Anya operation. The real game of the year, true. Have I watched any of the trailers? I only saw the little bit they showed at the game, the Summer Game Fest this year. I've been trying to avoid trailers too much. I don't really like to watch trailers of games that I plan on playing because I don't want to see too much. But I did see the little bit that they showed at Summer Game Fest, and I'm honestly glad that I did, because it made my little 14 brain go burr with all the, like, leveling all the jobs individually and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so used to doing that in 14. Please void it all? Okay. Yeah, step aside, Baldur's Gate, yeah. You're spoiling yourself on Metaphor? I don't care, but please don't do the same mistake. Okay, noted. But yeah. Also, should I buy Infinite Wealth despite not having played Yakuza 2 through 7? Speaking of the Yakuza music in the background. I shouldn't? It's on sale right now, but could be more on sale in the future. And it's probably gonna be a hot minute before we get caught up. Like, it'll be cheaper by the time I get to it? Good point. Good point. I will exercise restraint for now, thank you. Because I did buy the bundle that had... I got 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2 all in one bundle, and it was really cheap. And then I got 3 through 7 in another bundle that was like, I think it was like $25 or $30 for all of them, and it was a really nice deal. But by the time I get to Infinite Wealth, yeah. GOG can also be put on good sale. Put on a good sale. What's GOG? Oh, is that another game seller? I'm also looking at Octopath Traveler. I know a lot of y'all say I would love Octopath Traveler. Maybe I should... Oh, Good Old Games is the full name? Okay. Okay. All DRM free. Nice. Yeah. Octopath Traveler, another one that a lot of people say is like right up my alley. Octopath Traveler is good too. Once again, there's so many games. There are too many games and no time. Too much. Yeah, you'd think I would really like it. Yeah, I probably should stream it at some point. I think I'll definitely put that in the games to stream category then. It's right up my alley. That's exciting. Very exciting. But yeah, I think at least the ones that I'm for sure gonna get are Final Fantasy IX, P4 Arena, mayhaps Greece as well. Anything that's like under $10 is gonna catch my eye. I think there's a couple other Final Fantasies that are older Final Fantasies that are on sale too. Oh, Nier Replicant is on sale as well. I have not yet played Nier Automata. They have modern stuff too. It's mainly older games and their remasters, but they have newer stuff too. Good to know. Anyways, should we continue making a dent in our gameplay list and continue with some Apollo Justice? It's so cool. Ooh. Do they like sell games on like any platform, or is it like mainly like PC versions, or they're related to CD Projekt, the Cyberpunk and Witcher people. Oh, interesting. I've never played Cyberpunk or any of the Witcher games. I've been curious about The Witcher. I haven't watched the show either. It was one of those ones that I always meant to get around to, but never did. Oops. Funny how that happens. How am I supposed to watch shows if I have games that I need to play? And I can't even play all of those games, you know? It only sells PC versions? Okay. I'll have to check them out. Anyways, we're going into the last part of the trial. Day 2. I believe we are putting Darian on the stand. And yeah, July 10th. We're almost playing this in real time. We're also a little over a year away from this happening because this game takes place in 2025. Because I saw, in interacting with some, not looking at spoilery stuff, but I know people were saying like June 15th is Klapalo Day because it's the day they first meet in game. And we're less than a year away from that happening in real time since we just surpassed June 15th, 2024. June 15th, 2025 is when they canonically meet. Also, yeah. Also, we have a April 20th next year. Next year's 420 is gonna go crazy because it's Christoph Arrest Day. Yippee! CD Projekt is mainly PC. I think like 80% of Cyberpunk sales are on the PC platform. Was it on that one and not Steam? Or is Steam included in like the PC platform? But yeah. Anyways.
Apollo, I can't believe it. It really happened during the second act?
Darian does not have an alibi. All PC platforms, nice.
And right in the middle of Lamar's performance?
Reason why she was in the air vent, and that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. I knew you had what it took. I knew you had what it took. Hello, Phoenix.
Ah, Daddy!
Mr. Wright. Cyberpunk is on GOG, Epic, and Steam. It's very easy to mod since the devs support it. Oh, that's nice. I like when the devs like allow for that kind of stuff. You believed in me? Not really. Phoenix, come on. Come on, Phoenix. Phoenix is such an asshole in this game. It's kind of funny. I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance. Not him directly calling out Apollo twice in a row. 2 shots. I didn't have confidence in you. That was a cooler entrance than Haya. And Haya is the way that he greets Clavier specifically, so... God. Man. Apollo getting ripped to shreds and we just started. Why do I even bother hoping?
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
He's doing some secret mission. Sorry about that, Juicy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Like modding doesn't replace any files, so it's as simple as just making a mod folder and that's enough for... Ah, nice! Like Mr. Latou is only shorter and not as well dressed. Hey!
Oh no! Well, what if you're shot too, Daddy?
When I do a thing like that to you... Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Huh? You're leaving? Oh, one thing before I go. What? Good luck. Alright, that was a long pause. Right. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Machi Tobai off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Darian Crescend. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. The current court system. Wow, they're finally realizing how fucked up it is. Wasted, welcome, how are you doing? Oh, persona modding is a lot harder than that? Oh boy. What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on the one fragile assumption. Namely, that our Diva Divine is telling the truth.
What about all the proof? The brooch and the switch.
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. A flaming guitar, too. All because he lacked definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But...
If the sultry songstress is lying, the case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, so you're saying I need to cheat? Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend, Detective Sky. Emma? Let's see, this bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
what are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Cleaning junk from a family friend's backyard, so I'll be listening mostly. No worries, I hope the cleaning goes well. Gunpowder?
Probably by a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Like where the incinerator was.
Hey, Apollo! And that's where we found that little device thingy.
Right, this. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense. Alright, fragments of something with gunpowder. So you think this is some kind of firecracker?
Yeah, or one of those noisemakers like you shoot off on New Year's.
Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing.
Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. God, I love Apollo and Trucy's dynamic so much. The reason GOG is so good at it is that the games are direct downloads to your PC. Oh, that's so nice. So like actually have a copy of the game saved on your PC. Makes running them on older hardware much less taxing. That's nice. That's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me? Find Darian Krishen's igniter and set it off. Bye! And he walked out the door just like a magician. Normally.
What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean?
I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. Having Steam open all the time is kind of annoying, yeah.
I guess.
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. Alright. Okay. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescend?
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. He, Darian, was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination.
That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? Oh, I know. Air forehead. Very well, call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescend.
Name and occupation, please.
Darian Crescend, Detective Criminal Affairs, Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Gaviners. Maybe you've heard of us. Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen. Partner. Not the derogatory partner. Ooh. You gave me a word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. Oh, that's cold. Clavier's got a new partner, and he's across the aisle here. So much for old friends. Do they have like some kind of situationship going on before? I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial. Interpol is international police, yeah. No, it's okay, no worries. No, I feel dumb. I did too when I first heard that word, but yeah. It's high time you did. That's your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lamaros's testimony, if in fact you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Borginia. Okay, you don't have to be like that, buddy. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard the gunshots, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man! So you claim Laramaw's testimony was a lie? Slamaral's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong, I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. Buddy.
You go too far, Darian.
Buddy, look, all I'm saying is, you got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justin. Bro was referring to himself. Yeah, he didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lamar's testimony alone.
Community.
Hello, Hope. Welcome. How are you doing? Yep, it is justice time. As Apollo would actually say, it's justice time. To find some other way to prove when the shooting took place.
Hold it!
You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh yeah, kid? You saying I lied? I mean, yeah, but... No, I'm just saying...
Apollo, glare back at him!
I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent. Yeah? What do you want?
Nothing. Apollo, chin up, back straight. You're wilting.
This guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. They're releasing a classic Resident Evil bundle on GOG. The original versions of 1, 2, and 3. Ooh.
Hold it!
You never talked to her, even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word as far as I can recall. But weren't there planning sessions or something? Gavin took care of all that himself. Darian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. Ugh. As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Some people have, like, really good ears, buddy. Lamar's hearing is very sensitive. She can remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof.
Hold it!
Like the PS1 versions? Oh, the remix cut areas, that's odd. We know she missed the words, the mixing board proves it. Oh yeah, there was a mistake. But blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So, she just flubbed it up big time, that's all. Jessie, hello, how are you doing? She spins a story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Darian, watch what you say. Lemrar is an artist. Yeah, he has not allowed him to offend a fellow artist like that. She just flubbed it up. That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. She got to you all right. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head. Great. Your birthday's Friday. Oh my god, happy early birthday. Do you have any fun plans for that? I'm detecting a rift in the Governor's ranks. Oh no! You know, artistic differences that make bands break up? No! Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. And hair like Darian. That is some wild hair.
Hold it!
Could they have been recordings or something? Or actually, I was there too. So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots. Yes. We heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you. Gonna hang out with the bestie? Nice! I hope you have a great time. I guess you and Lemra got the same excuse then. We know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What could it... It was these things. If it's the firecrackers, it's them exploding like this. All right. All right. I'm sure this is what we're gonna use here. So I just want to press the last statement to see what it says.
Machi heard them too. Remember he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them?
So how do you figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were?
Hold it!
That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think. I'll tell you what the shooter, that kid, wants you to think. He wants you to think the diva heard me in that room. That's relying on Lamarar's testimony. As much as I'm enjoying the Darien and Forehead show, there is no need for such tempers. Don't make us into some comedy duo. Yeah, don't associate me with this guy. This means the Gavin and Darien show's cancelled. Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. We could argue for days like this and get nowhere. Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussion on this topic without new facts.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamarar as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case.
This is tough. So what do we do?
I've got a few ideas. Alright. I am gonna do this. Gunshots. I'm gonna save... Maybe they were not gunshots. Maybe they were... this.
Objection!
Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. Things that none of us were aware of until 20 minutes ago. What things? The first was this small device. That's the remote trigger's igniter. Correct? And one more thing. What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report it was something like a firecracker. How did Gavin know about this? But, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the reports this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? I registered Darien as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set. Could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control. You got an active imagination, don't you? Oh, Yakuza series is 40. Ooh! Does that include infinite wealth? Because, to me, infinite wealth alone is still more expensive than that. You shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? Yeah, that one's too no, yeah. Figured. So, you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off right when the two witnesses came walking by?
That's right. Darien was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man?
How do I explain this?
You may not look it, but Darien is a gifted detective. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it. You may not look it, partner? Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through this very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. We picked this up in front of the door in the dressing room. What if the headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? You could hear it was going on in that hallway, even if you were out on stage. Ooh! Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darien. There are no sides in a court of law. Get 'em. Which is why I now turn to you, Air Forehead. Am I your partner now? In more ways than one? I have a question for you. Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix, and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. Ugh.
You've raised the possibilities that the shots heard during the third set were faked. And by the way, ooh, what's up? Now you need to prove the other half is the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. Not right, Gavin? Indeed. If you can't prove that.
Oh, Chainsaw Man 170 was definitely a chapter. I have not caught up on it in a while. I haven't read it in quite some time. I need to catch up. I'm like, probably like 20 to 25 chapters behind. I need to remember it exists.
Then continue this cross-examination, and to continue this cross-examination would be pointless.
Well, Mr. Justice, what, you wish you were behind? Oh no. I do know that one chapter, you probably know the one, was like going around Twitter a while ago, or like a couple weeks ago, whenever it happened, and it was like, oh. God, please take all of Denji's suffering and give it to pick your person of choice. Anyways, well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think. You better know, Apollo. Otherwise, we're through.
It can be proven.
You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony, if you would. This isn't gonna be easy.
I need some decisive proof and fast.
You ready, kid? 'Cause I am.
Hold it!
The gunshots heard during the third set could have been, what, some kind of setup? I've heard that one before.
You need proof, Apollo. You need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set.
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
What do you mean? They're wanting Fujimoto dead, including me. Oh, man. I'm scared.
Well, Lamara said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah.
If you compare the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
Could her mic have picked up the sound of the gunshots if she was that close? I mean, if she was like above on the ceiling, is there like a faint like pop in? Can we hear a gunshot on her mic, maybe? Let me see something.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamar as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically their entire case. See, oh yeah, this is the same thing, yeah. I want to try... Hold on. Hold on. Saint Dreamer, welcome! How are you doing? Thanks for being here. Can I listen to this? I want to hear this. Can we... The part where she's supposed to sing and isn't singing, is there the sound of a gunshot in here? Is there like... So this is her voice, right? These are the vocals? Wait, no, these are the vocals. Oh, yep, there it is, baby. Caught. I got blocked whenever I type Happy Wednesday. Wednesday? That's odd. Huh. Today, it's still Tuesday for me. I know it's Wednesday in some time zones. Happy Wednesday. Oh, Nanosphere, welcome. How are you doing? Hey, buddy.
Objection!
Take a listen here, motherfucker. It says it conflicts with channel moderation settings. That's weird. Are you including like a smiley face or something? Because I do have like the smiley face like blocked. I don't know if you were trying to like include like an emote or something, but yeah, I do. If you were trying to include a smiley face, I do have that blocked in chat because people use smiley faces to foreshadow things, and I'm just taking. Oh, you're adding a smiley face. That would be it. Yeah, because I've seen people in other chats use smiley faces to like foreshadow things, and I just want to eliminate the possibility of that happening here. So that's probably why it's doing that. Yeah, sorry, but it's good to have you here anyway. Seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lamarar's song. Her song? What exactly is this, some device thingy? Variety of gramophone, perhaps? Oh, it's hey, happy Wednesday, Queen. Oh, thank you. I want to watch someone who wasn't doing MSQ and yell for Ace Attorney just leaps from the screen. Oh my god, thanks! That's so exciting, yeah. Yeah, we'll get back to 14 MSQ on Saturday. I think I'm just going to continue with 14 Saturdays. We'll do a patch every week up until... While we're playing Ace Attorney, we'll do a patch every week. We'll try to stick to that schedule. And then maybe even do some raids and stuff on Saturdays. Who knows? But yeah. Yeah, one is the vocals, yes. Mm-hmm. Come on, we just use this. Don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately. Hiccup. Lamarar's voice included. Oh, but what does this prove? According to Lamarar's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Indeed. And we do. Why are you sweating? Why are you sweating, buddy? Huh? How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? She was above there. Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Lamarar's headset would have picked up what she had heard all the same. And let's get to analyzing that recording right now. Mm-hmm. Find that spot, and I'll find the gunshots. Alright. Yeah, it's right at the beginning. It's right at the beginning of the second. Can I just, like, present right at here? Yeah.
Take that!
Your Honor, listen to this part. What's this? I hear nothing. How is this possible? Isn't the judge hard of hearing? I can hear just fine, thank you very much. Maybe your voice is just loud as fuck, Apollo. You heard me thinking. I saw what you were thinking on your face. Your judge's hearing aside, I too heard nothing. I swear to God, I was literally, like, right there. What the fuck? You insensitive braggart. Enjoy, good lord. I can't pause it, like... it's literally at the very beginning of the second section. Yeah. Oh, do I have to present as it's playing?
Take that!
What? Huh? What the hell? What? I'm like... I'm so confused. It's literally right at the beginning of that section. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally right there at the very beginning of that. So, like, why is... What am I... Do I go to the very end and the... I don't know what to do! The Anya game is $50. No, that is a lot. It's right at the beginning of the second section. What the hell? Yeah, it's right there. I swear to God, I'm so fucking confused! How does this work? I don't know! I literally presented it as the thing was playing. And it's at the very beginning of the second one. Yeah. Oh wait, did I not have one selected?
Take that!
Did I not click track 1? Is that the issue? God damn it. Oh god. Classic. Classic Angie moment. Summer devolves into madness so quickly. Yep, that happens. You're just guessing. Yeah. I thought I had to point out the segment of the recording, like of the on the top, the part of the song, not like the track. I didn't realize I had to pick the specific track and not like the segment of the song at the top. God damn. I'll play this case and made me pull hairs out. Oh yeah, I can imagine. This has to be some kind of mistake. No, I don't think so. Bong hair, sproiny hair, whatever the hell that did.
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamrar's testimony was true.
Ah! Gra. Don't say that's the first syllable of my beloved's name, Graha. Don't take my beloved's name in vain. So she was telling the truth about what she heard?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latou's.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch, now.
Just after that,
There was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you burned on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
I think the thing that's going to be most unforgivable, Darian's two most severe crimes that night in Clavier's eyes. One, missing his cue, and two, setting his guitar on fire. The murder's like the tertiary crime, you know? But the interfering with Clavier's performance and, you know, burning his precious guitar that was a gift to him and then missing his cue. Those are two unforgivable crimes to him. Why would we only hear one gunshot on the recording? She was moving, dog. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. Then she passed over the dressing room. The Anya is basically Persona, but with Waku Waku. Nice. The gun fired again and Mr. Latou's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent.
Ah, once again, I am reminded of something. Our performances that day.
Your performance?
Scenes and mixing door jogged to my memory. You were there too, Air Forehead.
Oh yeah, he missed a cue.
What is with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! My hug won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp. And to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about?
This part is off. Oh yeah.
Which is it? Second guitar.
Ah. It was you, Darian! Yeah, I apologize for my very bad German accent. I need to characterize him a little, you know?
I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well, You what? Prosecutor Galvin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latou's 45 caliber.
Oh! He was, the recoil.
As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with the revolvers that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur.
Wait, you mean his playing was effective because he hurt himself shooting Hiccup? That revolver? Ha, you're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescent? I am a trained police officer, you know? I've had firearms training, plenty of it. With that particular type of gun, though, I'm no amateur. Yeah, maybe you didn't dislocate your shoulder, but like maybe your arm was like hurting or something.
It was a standard sidearm issued to a police officer, is a .38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast, also is a murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he was fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescend!
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say.
Hey, you, attorney.
Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again?
You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything.
You have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager, and that's the obvious truth.
The witness has a point. Defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescend. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. If it's motive, it's gotta be somehow about the cocoon. Maybe you're related to the Chief Justice's son, and you want the cure for incuritis, because, yeah.
Mom, why would you even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This is that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager?
If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? The cocoon? Oh yeah, the cocoon is a thing in the evidence. A Virginian cocoon. Apparently these are cocoons that can cure incuritis, which is a disease in this game, apparently. Great name. But taking them out of the country is apparently punishable by death. And apparently, so it seems that this child smuggled one out of the country. And the Interpol agent that was killed, posing as her manager, was possibly hunting down the smuggled cocoon. And that's what he was... I don't know. This really is a soap opera. Anyways, a simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes. Not even once.
I see. Yeah, incuritis, that is a very Ace Attorney name. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Right now I need to find a motive. Something to do with the cocoon, for sure. I think he may either, like, be a close friend or a relative of the Chief Justice's son. And, yeah.
Hold it!
Manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was... Oh, right, sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? Not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. I don't think it's good to laugh at the victim when you're being accused of his murder, buddy. That's called... Apollo. You're such a loser, buddy. That's cool. Oh, I'm taking a screenshot and I caught him mid-blink. I need a better screenshot. Hold on. That is cold, buddy. Yeah, very good. Now I caught him mid-blink again, but his eyes are slightly more open. Oh, brother. Well, you know. I'm gonna wait for him to blink. Alright. Yeah. This legal system, I'm glad the game is now starting to get aware that the legal system is fucked. Not that it matters either way. See, no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
Hold it!
But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. Ah, more than I sure did. I mean, think about it. But how would he know about the cocoon? Unless he had some knowledge of Virginian cocoons or whatever. I don't know. I'm jumping ahead of the game here, as I tend to do. Darren, you're a detective with international affairs. Yeah, what of it? Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh. Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs? That's right. Well, Detective Crescend?
That's your game, is it?
Guess I better confess then. Confess? Yeah. It's a bit of an embarrassment that I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're in international... See, me and Plain's got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much. My condolences there, Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well. That's so unfair!
Hold it!
So you didn't fraternize with... Nice choice of words, Apollo. You didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert. I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Buddy, stop! Now the ladies, that's... Alright. Are you the token straight of this game? Even though you called Clavier partner? Maybe you have... He's coping, you know? Clavier does not seem to see you as a partner. So, you see...
Hold it!
You sure about that? What? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Listen, I don't think a witness should be making threats like that, you know? You try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget who you're accusing of what. Air Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah? And what evidence? That's what I want to know. So he's using this mode of question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence. Alright. Okay. Motive. I just wanna... There's nothing tying him to the cocoon. But I'm sure it has something to do with this. All right. First trip. I don't know. Clavier said that they met in Borginia, right? Like, Lemar wasn't here in this country when they wrote the song. I don't know. Oh my god. Her manager. Well, he's only a manager for a couple months, but... I don't know.
Objection!
Yeah, I didn't think that'd be it. God damn it. Ah! Yeah, I figured that wasn't it. God damn it. Oh man. Those mistakes in the recording thing really kind of fucked me up. Oh boy. How could I possibly know her manager? Disease strikes closer to home than ever before. What the fuck? You know what? This could be very wrong.
Objection!
Oh! So we are just making assumptions. I thought I would be jumping too far ahead by doing this now. Like, god damn it. I love when I do things in the wrong order, like, I mean, this is motive territory, but man. You need to spend like 5 USD on Steed on, is it? I don't know, I'm not sure. I mean, I have made my Steam account back in like 2011, and then I didn't use it for like 10 years. I was into gaming when I was younger, and then I kind of stopped, and now I'm gaming again. So, I don't know. Looks like candy. It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescent, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. What it is evidence. Don't lick it. Yeah, do not eat the evidence. Don't be like Phoenix. Don't be like Sholmes. Don't eat the evidence. Don't even lick the evidence. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. A cocoon? Never seen one that color. It is a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else. Alright. But what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with the motive for killing Mr. Latoons, does it? It does. I mean, I think it does. You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? I see we're in an ad right now. While we're in the ad, actually, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'm so sorry. I know we're in the middle of, like, of this, but, you know, while the ad's running, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a moment, I promise. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Let's keep gaming. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of? Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. Curative? For what? Apparently, it is most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia. Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Capitalism, probably.
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. We looked into that matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon.
Money, yep.
Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on cocoons export, one rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others.
Interpol? Why cure cancer? We can make money off of people by not. Yeah, that's how it is in America, and probably in other parts of the world too.
The victim, Romain Latouze, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent,
You insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latouze wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. By the way, what's up? So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. People are at a price decrease. Ooh, nice. This is your sign. If you haven't bought P5R, you can get it for cheap now. Ooh, yeah, $1 cheaper, but still $1's a dollar. Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny? Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of cocoons business. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs, I know the deal. Easy keys are so much cheaper than console ones? Oh, interesting. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouze undercover. You kids think up the craziest things. But no way am I gonna risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what. Luke, welcome. Yeah, P5 for like 10 in store a few years ago. Ooh, I loved it so much I bought P5R at like almost full price. You know what? That's fair. I'm glad I got Royal as my first version of P5. He seems available, no problem. Should I buy it on PC? It's like $10 and you can mod it. I mean, if you think it's worth the money, if you can get it for nice and cheap and you want to mod it, you could put the Aladachi mod, the Yosuke romance mod, all that jazz.
Hold it!
You beat OG P5 and then bought Royal just after finishing. That's so cool. The Emo Yosuke. I was not aware there was an Emo Yosuke mod. That sounds very interesting. That memo, that's how you knew about the cocoons. Ah, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now. You had to know about the cocoons to plan this. Just how well known are these cocoons? P5 was great, but the improvements of Royal make it the only version. Yeah, I'm honestly really glad that I played Royal for my first version, because I think that truly made all the difference in my experience of the game. Like, I still would have loved Vanilla, I'm sure, but I think the additions and changes to Royal made it so much more memorable. And that's why, when P6 inevitably comes out, I'm gonna be hesitant to play it right away, because if Atlas pulls an Atlas and releases a definitive version years down the line, I want the full experience for my first playthrough. And I'm gonna have to spend several years dodging spoilers. Although, with the way that they're handling the answer, maybe they're gonna do a DLC or whatever. Like, who knows? I don't know what kind of Atlas bullshit they're gonna pull off, but anyways, I'm gonna be hesitant to play P6 upon release for that reason. And it stresses me out. P5 Duel on a 3DS? What? Huh? Is that a thing? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'd never heard of them. Well, Lamorar knew about them, but not their use. My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all. I'm definitely not lying. and that I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all. You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol too, for that matter. Yeah. Nocturne's PC port is bad? That's 2 people today who have said that. Mayhaps I should not play it on PC then. Has it been ported on any other consoles? Because I don't have a PS2. My brother has a PS3. I think that's the most recent PlayStation he has. He's mainly an Xbox and PC player now. I'd recommend modding to fix FPS. Noted. Interpol's all hot and bothered. Why do you phrase it like that? I mean, this is Ace Attorney. Why wouldn't he phrase it like that? So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche. All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that Vanilla's still amazing, but just doesn't work as well compared to Royal. Slightly different dungeon design, stupid gun rolls, less story. Yeah, all that stuff. And Akechi's not a regular Link. Yeah. I think the Marky and Kasumi truly they made a big difference for me. And Akechi, like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend Akechi wasn't a big part of my experience, you know? And I think actually getting to know him properly through like an actual social link truly made all the difference. Yeah.
Hold it!
Still don't like him? That's fair. That's fair. I'll love him for both of us. No, I'm just kidding, yeah. You're free to like and dislike whoever you want. Some abilities just don't work, like Regi's insta-kill doesn't work in Vanilla? That's so weird. Also, doesn't Vanilla also have like the Reaper cheat where he can like get despair in like certain weather? Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed.
Hold it!
I did, but it didn't give you XP or anything. That's so weird. So basically it was just to avoid fights if you were just like didn't feel like fighting with no other practical benefits. That kind of sucks. Wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. It'd turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say objection! Maybe if we could get someone to cut his hair too. Clavier, stop! First off, you need to tell him off for making a forehead joke about me. Only you. Ah! Jesus, I just like poked my monitor and it hurt my finger. Oh god, I'm getting Ace Attorney-ified. I just hurt myself pointing. I was saying, only you can make forehead jokes because they're like affectionate coming from you. It's like endearing. Anybody else saying that is an insult. Come on. And also, don't cut off. Apollo doesn't have much hair. He has the little antenna, but aside from that, like don't do that. Why don't we cut off your glorious hair as well?
Who's on trial here again?
And you so obviously know nothing about the market. Well, I walk the straight and narrow. Well, maybe not the straight, but you know what I mean. Like, Apollo is an upstanding citizen. And that's a bad thing? Yeah! He has justice in his name. Guns also didn't reload on an encounter. It was per metaverse entering. Used all your ammo in one fight. You have nothing till the next day. That's really stupid. That makes guns pretty much worthless then. What the hell? That's stupid. I'm glad that they changed that. Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff.
Hold it!
Which is how you know how to find a loophole in the system. Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? That wasn't what I was trying to, Down, Darian. Down, boy. It's as you say. God. Why? I love Clavier so much. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of the cocoons. International affairs, Interpol, and Borginian customs are all watching. See, we know what we're doing. Not like some yipping little doggies that lap up every word that diva says. Why? Why I oughta? Apollo is... He's so funny. Apollo is so unintentionally funny. I love him. He's just... He's just some guy. I love him. I don't know why this is funny to me. Man, the intro is maybe better than vanilla. I do like the vanilla intro a lot. Like, didn't one of the Yuri on Ice animators work on that? And that's why it looks very similar to the Yuri on Ice intro. Guns aren't particularly useful in Royal either. At least you can use them like much as you want. Yeah, I feel like they're mainly just for like hitting weaknesses or something, you know? Why I oughta?
Order what?
You want some of this? Okay.
Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah?
Yeah, don't. We're gonna put on a show for Clavier. He needs his popcorn first. Screw cool. I want this guy's. Apollo! Good lord, Apollo! Mr. Normal Man here! Like... I mean, I feel like that's, you know... Maybe this is... Apollo is so funny. I love him. I don't know what is. Him just saying things. He just says things. And it's funny to me. The replica has to be the key to his motive. There's gotta be a way to find out who he was up to. BRB, no worries. Oh, it's gotta have something to do with the, It's,
Objection!
Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are ya? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye. My side of a black market buyer. How about someone like this? That article. That's about the Chief Justice's. A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. Not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis. They gotta change the name of that then. Incuritis, I've heard of that somewhere. They gotta change it to like almost incuritis or something like that if there's a single cure. You went to visit a victim with a disease this morning. Aha! Why? That's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You want saying. Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. You are saying! The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband. Not even to save his own son's life. Oh my god, Apollo, holy shit! This is your third case ever, and you're already saying the Chief Justice may have been dealing in the black market. This is faster than Ryunosuke did, like... Well, Ryunosuke was revealing government secrets on his third case in Britain, I guess, so like... You know, I guess you're kinda on the same track as him, but good lord! But even if the deal went through, why it'd be an international scandal? That's Detective Krishan's insurance! If word ever got out, one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Krishan, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler? How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. This is a kangaroo court, truly. A very cowardly seller. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So we made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? Well... Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Alright. Very thorough, everything and everyone gets checked. Well...
Hold it!
Just how strict is this customs check? Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows. Yes, it'd be hard to distinguish them. That's right. Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he? I remember setting off as a metal detector several times. I had to practically strip naked to walk through. Oh. Jesus Christ, man. Here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glamorous fop. It'll get you arrested on the spot and sentenced to death. Chris, hello! How are you doing? Thanks for being here. That's pretty extreme. Virginia has us rap as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security. The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country, so this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons. And that's the situation.
Hold it!
You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling. Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. Yeah, what does Clavier say? Yeah, he almost got naked in an airport, and Apollo now has that mental image in his forehead. Interesting. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you want to go copying. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich. I would be interested in hearing, purely from a legal perspective, of course. I'll wait for our traditionalist. Me too, Apollo. Good lord. Apollo already had that mental image? Yeah. Question. I may have an answer. Alright. Very thorough, everything and everyone. Including the guy that had the replica? I don't know. How does Steam profiles work? I haven't done like too much with it. I mainly just like customize my profile, display like some achievements and stuff. And be a PC gamer and wow, ooh. Yeah, I know that like when you buy games on Steam, you get like points that you can spend in a shop to get like backgrounds and pictures and like borders and stuff for your profile as well. You can like showcase like things as well, like your achievements, favorite games, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you get those, yeah, with the Steam points. I'm sure you can buy just the points themselves, but like, why would you know? Everything and everyone gets checked. Get you arrested on the spot and sentenced to death. What are we gonna do? What if there was a cocoon in the guitar? This may be a stretch.
Objection!
Oh, maybe it's not a stretch. Okay. Actually, there is one way. What? 1, 2, 3 points per dollar. Ah, nice, or per pound. One way to get something out of the country, no checks. What is it? You become a prosecutor. Ooh, a prosecutor. Oh no. I don't believe it. Believe a prosecutor, Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office?
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemuror. How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That it is.
We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruins the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemuror's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
Did you not know the cocoon was in there? Like, how would you... Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched?
Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia.
I had to make another Steam account since my nieces and nephews ruined mine. Oh no! Assuming some point stuff is limited to certain events. That could be. I'm not sure. But that could be the case.
The pack was untouched until the day of the concert.
And somebody, stole the cocoon and planted the incinerator.
Are you saying that guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. What? Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right? Work? Good memory, Airport Head.
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sand hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact.
An igniter! To get rid of the shipping method, mayhaps. It wasn't an attempt on Clavier's life. My original crackpot theory, or I guess, can I really call anything a crackpot theory in this series? But my original attempt of, Clavier assassination attempt. No, it was to get rid of the evidence of how it could have been shipped. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean?
He means this, of course. Ah! There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use picky prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band! Yo! Whoop! Order! So the igniter was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution. A precaution? Ah, it had a forehead. At last, it all comes together. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lemur's ballad, if you please. Okay, buddy. First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. Key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar raised too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Oh, wait! I never noticed! There's... Trocy and Apollo are in the front! Aww, that's so cute! Aww! Although Apollo's too tall, but... Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Latouze. Ah! Mr. Latouze, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouze tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon were confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over! Press the switch! Now! It's over. The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then... Mr. Latouze died, with Lemur there to witness it. There's your case. Who pressed the switch then? Who pressed the switch? It's over, press the switch. Who did the switch pressing? Mashi? Who did it? Brilliant, man. Detective Crescent? I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly? For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian. The Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh? It's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Virginian accomplice. That's all. The one who pressed the switch. Now you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemurahar proves it. It's over. Press the switch now, because they've been caught. They were caught! You made this transmission from backstage, while your co-conspirator was on stage. But who was it? God, are we gonna accuse the kid? Oh, I mean, we did find the button in the piano, so... Machi! For once, I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him. God damn it. The great accusation comes a great responsibility! Oh, good lord. Oh, man.
Take that!
There is only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. And that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye. But But Mr. Justice, he's your client. And this is what the kid was afraid of because he knows this is punishable by death. Ugh! A defense attorney accusing his client. That's a new one. I mean, I'm not accusing him of murder. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. Probably the kid, too, yeah. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier that he's innocent of that particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. Well, what if it was, in fact, Lamera? It couldn't have been. Well, you seem sure of yourself. The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor. Electronic signals? Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. Yes, that's true. Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamera was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. See the stage diagram? The piano is in the range. It seems that Lamera still could have done the deed. No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar's serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and the Lamera stand-in were in the air. It's the Hat Man. The Hat Man was there, on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lamera's position in the air vent. Ah! Well, Detective Crescend, what do you say to that? Your Honor? Yes, Detective? Can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time? Well, I don't see why not. Don't tell me here's a way out of this. Okay, this is right after that. Button pushed, guitar starts to burn. Too bad, so sad, punk. Punk?
First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly were we supposed to see in this video? Because the problem isn't what we see, correct, Darian? Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? You just spend like £16 to get an animated background? Considering it's a bonus, it's not bad. Yeah, if you wanna, you can easily spend that much on a game. Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the Wii pianist to set off that igniter? That right? Yes. Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Are there any issues in it? Wait, which of these is the piano track? Maybe he's just that talented. Okay, no issues there, it sounds like. Piano. There's no, like, issues in it or anything. What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine. And that's the problem! Man, you still don't get it! Ah. Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva!
Lamera.
According to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Might just type P5R just to get the customization? Sure, if whatever you want to do, yeah, go for it. Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch. It was in the... We found it under the keys, though. What if he had to hit a certain... What if he had to hit a certain note? Is there a different note? I mean... Could that... I heard like a low note. Yeah, it plays non-stop. What if there was a low note, though, that, like, activated it? Because we did find it under one of the keys. He couldn't have pressed the switch. You can't buy Steam points directly. Okay, well, I've learned something new today. Honestly, I guess... If I'm getting Steam points, I want a game to come with it, I guess. So, like, that makes sense. Well, Mr. Justice? Yeah, I don't want the points without a game. The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Hold on. Is there, like, a lone note or something? Or a note that only plays once, and that part? Could it be that one little, like, lower note, like, halfway through that? I don't know. A thought.
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong! Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... Strange. What's strange? No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance there. Odd? Mr. Justice? Machi Tobias didn't press that switch. Then he cannot be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice. You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Ah, shit. I swear, like... Fuck. I think it could have been hidden under a key. Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. I want to listen one more time. I swear to God. Is there a note that only plays once? That, right in the middle there. I don't know. Did that note not play at all any other time? That, the G sharp. Oh, I guess there it is. Okay, I guess I did hear it before there. I don't know. My musical brain is trying to make sense of this. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to press that switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now? Strange. No, it's just something's odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. You probably heard an extra note somewhere. That's my... Oops, I didn't want to autoplay there. Everything rests on this. Ugh, shit. Oh, man. Alrighty. Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machi Tobias pressed that switch? I'm gonna go, yeah. I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible. Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. Your forehead. You're sure about this? Accept it. There's no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base the claim that the defendant pressed that switch? Fuck. I'm gonna go with this. The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame. Yeah. That one lone note. I hear a piano being played. But doesn't it sound kind of simple? Simple? Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting. Do you think Machi could have played that part with one hand? I guess that's also possible. I guess it did sound like only, yeah. He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. Ha! What? So you're some kind of piano savant? Actually, no. Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy. Yeah, you got something?
Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he?
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
Isn't Machi like a prodigy, though? So sorry, so sad for you. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way. How are you gonna prove whether he played with one hand or 2? You can't. I admit it'll be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely that he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No. No way. Alright. So Mr. Justice has... Is it only playing like 1 octave? Right before the guitar burst into flame. Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it. Let me play. This is the beginning. Yeah, there's chords. Yeah, there's lower chords and then a melody. Huh? It was the second... Hold on. Yeah, this is it was this segment. Hold on. I mean, this is the section. Wait. The melody paused for a second in it there. Yeah, the higher notes weren't... Well, I know... I'm just gonna frickin'... That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin? It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding. I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with that section at all. So what was the odd thing that Gavin heard? The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? A place to compare that? Okay. Your Honor, if you give me one more chance, I think I can find it. I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well. Was that... Well, in the first... Hold on. Yeah, this would have been around that part. It's in this section, right? Hold on. This is the drum. This is the... How much? This is the only piano thing, right? Yeah. This is our guitar, the bass, and then... Yeah. Well, this part's like a lot lower.
Take that!
Okay. The first. Oh, I need to find something to compare it to. What? Okay, now I'm like. Do I compare? What the fuck? Yeah, it sounds like it's all like on the left hand, on like the lower kind of like register. I don't fucking know. What the hell? I mean, I already did this.
Take that!
At least I'm not losing HP. Huh. What the hell? The first half of the second verse. A place to compare to that. Just before the guitar caught fire. If I play like the earlier part, the first verse maybe, and compare how it sounds? Ah, ha 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 ha! Yeah, it goes up there. Ha ha!
Take that!
Ha ha! God damn it. I should have been looking in that section. God damn it. I'm sure you realized it by now. Just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you realized it yourself, Air Forehead. Or realized what? I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the but a fleeting melody phrase. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, it didn't do like the melody, the higher melody. Man, how many times do you have to listen to the same thing? You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we? Another section. The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace." Mm-hmm. It went higher there. That whole melody's missing. Did you hear that? There's a whole little riff missing. They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different. What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. The same phrase in verse 1 is high and low notes. You'd have to use two hands to play that for sure. Ah! What was that prove? I would think you'd know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the two verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Darian. He knows the song. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. Ow. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background. Oh. That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself. Now ask yourselves why Monty changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch. No! Got him! What I believe this ties all the facts together. Now, Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. What, no comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up. Yay! Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I'll now state the court's opinion on this matter. He's still going. Good show, Sleeves. No, great show. It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy. Yeah, I don't want him to be happy.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed in you, Air Forehead.
What? Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But...
1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. Without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Well, I think if they did, he would have already seen it a long ways back. It is unfortunate, but at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. Do I need to use unconventional methods like that Phoenix said? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
Yeah, we need to be unconventional under the current court system. That's what I do. Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, every man has an igniter inside him. Do I need to find a tell?
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. Won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I gotta find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal. So can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Every man has an igniter. Huh? Didn't you say, the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry as wine. That provides the best sound.
Yeah, to solve crime, you gotta commit a crime. Apparently so here. I mean, we did do some snooping in the previous case, you know, to get into Maractus's office and everything. So, like, yeah. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning. What? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, I'll be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo!
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. Maybe even literally, you know. Also better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Here, Forehead. You are accusing this man, Darian Crescend, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouze and the smuggling of a Borgian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud, is the moment this cross-examination ends. Oh, man! Understood? Yes, Your Honor. And let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescend. Is it a literal igniter? This is really my last chance. The key will take apart Darian Crescend's plan is... Oh, shit. Shit! Did he literally mean... He didn't literally mean this, did he? This could have been what made these go off, you know? You know what? Let's do this the Ace Attorney way. We're gonna literally present the igniter. The defense is prepared to show the court evidence. Be my guest. Be all of our guests, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence supporting your accusations against Darian Crescend.
Take that!
This is your igniter? It literally is, Judge. So exactly how am I supposed to react to that? He's not flustered at all, I picked it. God damn it. I'm afraid your poetic tale ended up to be mere fantasy. God damn it. Reality bites, Mr. Justice. Penalty! Oh, shit.
A witness. Ugh.
I mean, Valet was the one that found the switch in the piano. Or at least he said, oh, the piano sounds weird, you know? I don't fucking know. You know what? This could be very wrong as well. So what is... It is true I couldn't show decisive evidence. Perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
Proving his guilt is a tall order. But I've got just the person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. It's the Hat Man! This person is your igniter? Oh, is it not? God damn it. Shit. I'm like... I don't fucking know. It's not the Hat Man. I don't know. A weak spot. Not Machi himself, right? You know what? Fuck it. Let's say Machi himself. God damn. Alrighty, there we go. Your client again? Machi Tabaye was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Kushen could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case. How so? It required just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouze was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would no doubt also find in the burnt out guitar. Ah, very scientific of you! Just wasting a cocoon? I don't know. Said Machi Tabaye acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescend concerning the attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. The case is solved.
Darian's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. What's this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death.
By Borginian law.
Ah.
Yeah, see? The CSI episode is not what I expected. Yeah, it gets wild in here! If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you're wrong, Detective Crescend. What? It's the other way around. He didn't do the smuggling. If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. How? Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. Oh, is that how this works? Is this how this works? Like... Is the Borginian government not gonna go after him? The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. Oh, I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia, and they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon. Yeah, but... The law is different in 2025, apparently so. But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tobaye. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Machi Tobaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling. He's still going? Oh my god. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. Hit a mansion real nice. You want a house made of cookies? No, a house made of pianos? Come on. Are you talking to him right now? Please! Whoa! What the hell? Did bro's hair get, like, possessed or something? Did the demon in his hair take over? Darian. I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession?
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though. His hair is too powerful, yeah. Are they gonna shave it in prison? Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
Yes.
And you'll talk? You'll tell this court everything? I didn't want it to turn out this way. But I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew from the beginning, I knew. Machi? Situation. I cannot explain, but money. I need it. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule, however. It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, wow, the justice system actually going through reform? What a concept! Yes, I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latouze, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. I reveal. I thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth. That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Machi Tobaye, not guilty!
Yay! Woohoo! Woohoo! Yippee!
Yeah. Court is adjourned.
Yay! We did it! I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well.
Daddy!
Justice seeks justice indeed.
I owe you both my thanks.
Lemrar?
My, is something wrong?
I'm sorry,
Machi was your partner on stage, your friend. Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet, something got a hold of him, something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage. Courage? I am considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again? It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
I mean, in Shadowbringers. According to the doctor, Lemrar lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from.
Was this accident 7 years ago by chance?
I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
Aww, painting.
That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all. I will paint the two of you, I promise. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lemurar.
You my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. In your secret mission. Right, your secret mission. What are you doing?
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday. You bet. Me too.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. Screenshot. But there's something I want to say to that guy. What is it? That you have feelings for him? Next time you write a ballad,
Have him catch the killer at the end.
you know what's smart. We did it! Yay! Case 3 complete. Yippee! Alrighty. Alright, Turnabout Succession. The final one in Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Last case of this particular one. This is gonna be a doozy, I'm sure. And that is the whole truth of this case. Mason system. Oh? What in the hell? Okay. Oh! Oh, brother. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. 7 years? We don't learn what happened 7 years ago now? Cards. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. Oh, brother. Magicians. And now, we stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Yeah! 7 years like the song? Oh. Who? What the hell? What the hell? Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Ah! Chris Dump scare! I don't know why I yelled like that. Alright, October 7th. 3 months later.
Hey, Apollo, look! On TV! Look, look!
Yeah, I'm kinda busy.
Whoa, look at that! He's the last Granbury, all right. Amazing! Apollo! You should be watching this. Ow, ow, ow! What?
I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lemurar disappeared.
That's right. Uncle Valen did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Governor's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troupe Granary is performing for the first time in 7 years! Shoddy Smith, Uncle Valant.
That's going to be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too.
The legendary Gramarys. If Trucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles.
I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Alright. Working hard or hardly working? Oh, that's such a dad thing to say. Valid grammar on stage.
Are you ready, Apollo?
Ready for what?
For what? For the Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show!
It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything.
What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not a part of what's going on upstage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one.
Huh? You mean I can't go in this?
No.
Just no. Straightforward like that, yep. Hey, how have you been?
Hi there, stranger.
Not exactly the kind of greeting I want to hear from my own kid. He has been gone a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding!
Pudding? From Pudding Way? Oh no! Not just one, but 3 whole cups. Did Pudding Way make this? I know this predates Pudding Way, but...
I'll have to pace myself.
Unless there was a Pudding Way in Final Fantasy IV, which Final Fantasy IV predates this. Was there a bunny named... whatever they're called, whatever they were called in 4? Was there one named Pudding Way? Well, I'm B.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
All right, you are. So you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you anyway. With me?
Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys, a spy.
Can I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. It exists in 2025. The jurist system. That's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo?
Oh, are they just now implementing juries? Is that what they... It took them until the year of our Lord, 2025... Wait, no. In Britain, in 1898, in this universe, they had a 6-person jury that could just, like, at any point say, like, oh, I have my verdict, let's end it now. Like, and only now, in the year of our Lord 2025, has a jury come to the US. What the fuck is happening? Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. The jurist system, huh? Badge! Ah, presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Showed my attorney's badge a lot, too.
He may look cool and calm now, but you should have seen him before.
You know me too well, Trucy. I'm glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. Ticket! I thought this game is... Oh, is it 2026? I thought it was 2025. It's 7 years after Trials and Tribulations, right? Isn't that in 2018? Because the first game is 2016, and then a year later is Justice for All, 2017, and then a year after that would be Trials and Tribulations, 2018. And then 7 years later, 2025. That's my understanding of the timeline. I could be wrong, but yeah. We had Polly Shore be a juror in a movie. Wait, really? What movie? I feel uncultured. Because I was... I was not a part of the Jersey Shore culture back in the day. Like, everybody at school would watch it in middle school. I was not into it. I just did not. Oh, jury duty. It literally called jury duty. God damn it. Ah, brother. Anyway. Plate of plastic spaghetti for displaying in a shop. Where the heck did she get this stuff?
Wanna have a go at that ring, Apollo?
No, I was just touching it.
Come on, there's no need to be shy. Just slip it on. There. Ouch! You're way too tense. You gotta loosen up there.
The human body wasn't meant to bend like that. That magician in the photo, is that your...
My real daddy, yep. Zach Grammary.
I'm also wondering about the woman in the troupe. I'm wondering if that's like Trucy's mom or something, you know? They know if she's a magician by trade, you know, family?
He disappeared when I was little. I hung that up there so I wouldn't forget what he looked like.
I see. She's smiling, but I'll bet that smile doesn't go very deep. Aww. Is Phoenix 33? I think 33. Yeah, 33. No one's practicing the piano as usual. Maybe I'm thinking of like DJ Polly D, Jersey Shore. I'm getting my wires crossed. That's what I was thinking of there. God damn it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Is an actor with a memorable Isn't he the gay Pinocchio voice actor? The one that's like, Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see. Wasn't that him? Now that you say it, that is him! Amazing. Amazing. Even calling a pianist is an insult to pianists everywhere. Apollo, what the hell?
Okay, Apollo. I'm gonna guess what you're thinking right now.
Huh? What? Was I making a funny face or something? Oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm right? Of course I am.
There's no of course about it. You guessed wrong. Besides, it's not what I'm thinking. It's what you're thinking.
How do you do that? You read my mind, Apollo.
At least you got that pudding.
That's right.
Try not to eat my share, would you? I can't believe we're using this cutting a person apart box as shelf space.
You know, I used that trick on stage the other night. Imagine my surprise when I pulled out one of my shirts out of the box.
You should really examine your props before the show. Hi, Charlie. Plant. It intrigues you, doesn't it? Not really. It's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function. No secrets, but lots of memories. And a name too. Want to hear it? Not really. His name is Charlie, if you were curious. Apollo! Why? Why are you like this? Apollo. Oh, those legal books were left by my mentor. Too bad I gave up the practice before reading them. There's quite a few magic books in there too, you know. Those would be trucies. She'll remember they're there eventually, I'm sure. For a moment I thought Mr. Wright might do magic too. A scary thought.
Ooh, careful there, Apollo. A lot of people run into that table, you know. Why, some client knocked the pot clean over the other day.
Why not get a more sturdy table?
Maybe the table is partially to blame.
There's no maybe to this. That thing is a death trap. Alrighty, that's all I can inspect. What is this?
So, Daddy, what's this jury system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, been thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. And there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Yeah.
Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people start taking the courts a little more seriously now. It's not like the heyday of when you ran things.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show, starring Dr. Wright.
Dr. Wright is Assistant Trucy, and Mascot Apollo, the perfect team. Mascot, hey! The secret mission, what is this? What is this secret mission? The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and nothing gets decided.
Kinda like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping how? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the jurist system simulated court committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Is a Canadian judge gonna make a comeback?
Wow, it's like you have a real job.
I was never that good at the piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way, don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is.
A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense throwing her out on something too serious.
Yeah, it's murder. Yeah, simple murder. That's not simple at all.
By simple, did you mean that the defendant is...
Guilty, yes. Most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said I had something to do with you.
Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat.
Watch it become a real case, because things always happen. There's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst-case scenario. You mean the verdict's for real?
That's not a test trial. That's a real trial.
All the forms have been filed. There's no...
Is this a real case?
Are we doing? Is this a real case we're doing, or did somebody volunteer to be the defendant who is guilty of murder? And if the jury finds them guilty, they're actually gonna die. What is happening? What the? Why am I only hearing about this now? There was a change this morning. I picked a new case. So it is a real... God! First, tell me about Valand.
Hey, Apollo. I know you're all excited about that secret mission. But what about this? The Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show.
Huh? Oh, right. The card tricks.
They're not card tricks. They're grand...
Yes, they're not tricks! They're illusions! So what? That's 3 whole days from now.
It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valant.
Have fun.
What? I can't go by myself. You know, I'm not very outgoing.
Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. We hear all about it tomorrow regardless. I don't trust that Smiley. He knows something he's not telling me.
Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum.
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Ah, Grammary. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Grammary seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Juicy.
Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. And it's Recycle Your Plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic!
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it?
Can I open it, Daddy?
No. That is a new face.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until... Bro, why are you being so cryptic all of the goddamn time?
Well, why don't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. It's a test, Trucy, a test of your willpower. Do not open until the time is right. An envelope about the Grammaries, huh? A handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it.
That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it?
Isn't it enough if you can read your own?
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
Huh. Alright, so what case are you gonna use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do! It's embarrassing photos of Apollo from the Christmas party! No way! Man. I'm going to be defending, aren't I? All goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. Oh, I don't know, I may be like aging myself here, but I remember they show what I assumed to be the SpongeBob's embarrassing Christmas photos back in like the early 2000s. There was like some like little commercial, like a Nicktoons commercial or whatever, a Nicktoons Christmas party commercial, where it was like all like the 90s cartoons plus like SpongeBob in like claymation. It had like the Rugrats, the Wild Thornberries, Hey Arnold, all of them, and SpongeBob in like claymation style, having a Christmas party. And there were a bunch of embarrassing photos, and one of them was like SpongeBob ice skating with ripped pants. And I always assumed that that was the embarrassing Christmas photo in the box. They did the more, yeah, hold on. Oh god, what is it? Come on. Yeah, Nicktoons Nickelodeon Holiday Party. Or something like that. And, it had the embarrassing photo of SpongeBob with his pants ripped. But yeah, fun fact. The more you know indeed. You wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Host of my D was that anyway? Well, I'm committee chair, remember? Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. 2010? That was only a year or two ago. Oh god, stop. This was in like the early 2000s, this ad. Oh man. Good. That's better. But you can't talk to anyone involved in the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo. If I'm in charge of the whole... Watch, it is... What if Kristoff is the fucking defendant? That means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. Or what if it's a simulation of, either the case that got him disbarred or Kristoff's conviction? I did some research in the timeline based on the dates in Justice for All. It's actually set to 27 to 18. And Trials and Tribulations, it's 19. So 7 years after this is 2026. Okay, interesting. All right, so we're not just a year away from this happening. We're 2 years away from this happening. Okay, interesting. The more you know. All right. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Oh, is it that blue-haired girl in the intro? I have to rethink all my theories now, yeah. Alright, I need to take another bathroom break real quickly before we move on. So I'll be back in just a moment. Yeah, I will return momentarily. Okay, I am back. Oh my god, I do not remember the context of that quote. Oh my. I do not remember that at all. Alright, anyways. Well, I guess let's go meet our client. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes!
Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us.
You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Also, another thing, Miles, Phoenix, and Larry were all 8 in 2001 when Deus Ex happened, so they're probably born in, like, 1993. So Phoenix is 33, Ace Attorney 4 has to be 2026. Ooh, honestly, I like learning timelines and stuff. Fun facts and, like, little, like, bits of knowledge and, like, timelines and stuff like that is really fascinating to me. But yeah, I'm very normal about this game. I see you. You know what? I love that for you. But that's fun. I like placing timelines on things. Ow. Wait, what do you say?
Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you. "Oh, guard!" Is our client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh?
Is the client, like, hiding under the chair or something? Oh, it's, yeah, blue-haired girl.
Eek!
Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, I'm kind of covering her face. Her eyes look very dead. Huh.
I'm nervous, Apollo.
It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you?
That's right. Okay.
Oh, the other Hat Man. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. She's not amused. God damn it. Does she do this a lot? Because she passed out in the intro too. What is going on here?
I've been dead inside for years.
Simon Blackpool and Maya are the same age? Ooh, interesting. I wonder, like, what characters and, like, age-wise I would be, like, the same age as. Because if this is 2026, I would turn... God, I'm gonna turn 28 in that year. Although, my birthday's October 29th, so at this point in the timeline, I am 27. I will turn 28 later in this month, in-game. Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better act.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Badge.
See this here? Does it ring any bells?
Does anything I say ring anything? Hi. No hiya? The hi is just for Clavier. Man, a hiya guy and a teehee guy. Man. Polly and I were born in the same year. Oh, I love that. What's funnier than 24?
25.
Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate. You know, Apollo, stop. What the fuck is wrong with you, Apollo? And by fate, I mean destiny. Dual destinies, even. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Is that his main job in Final Fantasy XIV? Does he play astrologian? Tell me, what's Apollo? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god, what is wrong with this man? Why? I don't think you... Stop sounding like this, Apollo. You're not even interested in women. I don't think you are, at least. What's your sign?
I can tell you mine if you like, Apollo.
No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. I know, this poor girl. If my attorney, like, opened with that, I would request a different attorney. I'd be like, fuck this, I'm out. So, what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo, Apollo Justice.
And I'm Trucy Wright.
I know. Were you saying that to Apollo? Oh, brother, Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately?
Well, the other day this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions.
Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. That was fruitless. Well, I think I understand despair a little better now. I love him so much.
You did good, Apollo.
God damn. Oh, hand. Sorry. Hand. What in the hell? That's like a ring holder or something.
Look, she's doing her nails.
They let her have nail polish in here? What the hell?
What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it?
Let's go, Trucy. Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, she speaks.
Could you read this?
Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. This is the love letter we pass from desk to desk at school. Apollo.
Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo.
What the fuck is wrong with this man? It's a business card with a name and address. Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studio. Okay. Is that her name then? Vera Misham? And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here.
I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime.
Let's go find out. Okay. Vera Misham. Alright.
What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard almost.
And on the back, just her name.
That seems odd to me.
Huh? What does?
Why write your name on the front and back of the card? Why not use the space on the back for a self-portrait or a caricature? Then people would remember what you look like too.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo.
She's drawing something.
Hey, my hair's not that spiky.
Alright. Okay. Alright, my client, apparently. I know nothing other than her name and mailing address. Alright. Well. Do I want... I'm gonna go to the studio, I guess, rather than the Coliseum. Alright. Oh my god. This looks like a studio. I mean, it is called Drew Studios, Apollo.
It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring.
Yeah, looks like you found a crime scene.
Apollo, look at all those paintings.
What? This is all real, right? This is a simulated case, and what? Is this all an act? Is she an actor? Or this girl? If this is real, imagine being told that your case is like the soft launch of a new judicial system that they never tested before, but oh, we're rolling with it anyway, and we'll work out the kinks as we go along, I guess. But you know what? We're doing it with you, and whatever happens, happens. Haha.
Apollo, look at all those paintings.
Hey, don't touch those.
It's okay, I'm just looking.
Le fiche. Huh?
Apollo, look at this one.
Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath.
But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all.
Yeah, good point. That is odd. Okay, half finished.
All the paintings have a really different style, too.
Oh, I thought I might find you two here. Oh, hi. Since the future is this AI art? No! I trust that she's a real artist. She is a real artist.
Emma, long time no see.
Oh. Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? You don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns this studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Vera Misham. How they related?
Misham.
And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center.
That's funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder.
You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. With a Borginian cocoon poison? Poisoning's a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Yeah, we've seen that before in this series. Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackoos. They can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means you better find out as much as you can here at the scene, or else. I have a badge. Look, I'm a detective. A detective! You can't just ask me any old thing and expect an answer, okay? I think you need to be a little more focused in your inquiries, scientific even. Somehow I knew she'd get around to science. Alright. Anything to point out here?
Well, what do we have here?
Looks like a person thinking about something.
Maybe they're worried?
Like, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger?
You know, I always wondered about that. Why is there supper and dinner? Are they different meals or the same thing?
Aren't they actually like different things in different parts of the world? Maybe that's what this person's thinking about. Alright. Is that a pufferfish?
Apollo, that's clearly a porcupine fish.
They're not the same thing?
You know what gets me? They've got all these needles, right? But what's protecting that soft spot on the lower belly there? Nothing!
Must remember to keep Trucy away from small round fish. They got the Achilles belly, I guess. And the sketch is here.
Apollo, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch.
Oh, looks like it was only half completed.
Huh? That's funny. Did the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you, too?
What's that all about? Yeah. Huh. Alright, let's examine things. We got paintings.
I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils. You know how they're so thick? Is that the word?
These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are. Are they painted by the same person? Or are they all different people?
Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one?
Must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below. And then...
That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts.
Huh. Mailbox? Or... Yeah, why is the letterbox indoors? Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Oh, there we go. Mr. Mishima put his letters in there, and the postman took them away.
Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Coffee?
Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Wait, hold on. There's like a lip mark on it. Was it sprayed or something?
So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee.
I know somebody else who has experienced poison coffee before. I would hope so. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee.
What?
You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side after all. The side reads Misham, and then there's like that blue stain. Yep. 07's for Diego Armando, indeed. Yeah. What's this mark? Did they like, was this luminol or something?
Hey, look there. That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about.
No, that's just Coral Blue #2 lipstick or something. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue, unless Percy Jackson's drinking it. Yeah. Luminol, I'm guessing. How are we not spilling it by like flipping it upside down like that? Is it like a blizzard coffee or something? I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. It looks like a teacup, the one that little Miles Edgeworth would use. Did the police already analyze this cup too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. So the killer was after Drew Misham alone. Drew. Is his name Drew because paint draw, but he no longer draws because he's dead, so he drew. God damn it.
Hey! There's a painting hidden back here.
Hey, you're right.
What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it?
You certainly seem pleased with the possibility. It's like the other one.
It's so normal.
That's hardly something to get mad about. It matches the other one, except maybe it looks like the other one, yeah. It's a finished version of this one.
Yeah. A bit odd, innit?
Plum?
That looks like a peach. Hey, Apollo's painting, I know it.
Huh? Really?
It's that story where the old woman is doing the wash in the river, and then this giant peach comes a-floating on down.
That might possibly be the strangest thing I've ever heard. That's saying a lot, considering everything in this game.
Hey, Apollo, that's where the body was.
That's the spot where Mr. Drew Measham passed away. He put the coffee mugs to his lips, and the next moment, there's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died.
Wow, a true artist to the end.
Or maybe he started it a year ago and was procrastinating. Caught on my own paintings. I like paint for fun and stuff, like nothing serious, and I'm really not that good. I like just draw simple little things and stuff. And I have things in progress that I have not touched in over a year. I have a badge. I already showed her that, right? Yeah. Mug. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim.
That...
Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray.
Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma.
It's not a hobby. It is her job.
So what kind of scientific stuff are you up to?
This spray, that's what. Turns blue when it touches poison. It was on the mug, not in the coffee, but on the mug. That's right, see? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. What if he drank from the other side of the... Well, I guess... Yeah, I guess he's right-handed, you know, he's gonna be sipping from that side. What if he was left-handed? Paint Phoenix likes one of your French girls, indeed.
Wow, science is amazing.
Certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere.
It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. Alright, let's chat.
So this Drew Measham was some kind of artist?
Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans too, for what it's worth.
Oh, well I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance.
Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Maybe was that Vera? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Measham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end.
What do you mean, to anyone?
He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he put in that letterbox there. A recluse. Do people still write letters?
What do you mean, Apollo?
I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Measham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail.
Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know?
It's empty. In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera.
Oh, you mean the killer?
The suspect, please. Nothing odd about this. Okay. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Measham's and Vera's, basically.
Basically?
Actually, last night, Mr. Measham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently.
His his first interview ever?
That Trucy sprite is terrifying, honestly. It has Hatman energy. Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? I mean, her first appearance was basically as the Hat Man, you know, just showing up. Like Apollo, just showing up out of nowhere, you know? So this woman, Vera. Wait, is Drew in the court record now? She's Mr. Mishan's daughter, right?
Yep.
A real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside.
She did kind of give up a withdrawn sort of aura.
She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company.
Her good luck charm?
Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? Oh, brother. Apollo.
Well, why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad?
Don't look at me. So about this poison was found to be in and on the mug. Not precisely. I mean, see for yourself. Well, we did that already. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview. At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died?
She poisoned him on the night of his interview? What did the reporter see?
He wasn't near Mr. Mishan when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Oh, could we have investigated over here? Huh. When my city's under attack, I can always rely on a Hat Man, yes! Take 17 Benadryl and he will appear. Supposedly that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was a reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Mishan's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Wait, can I investigate over here? I didn't even notice there was a spot over here.
Is this desk for painting, Apollo?
That'd be a drafting table.
Drafting?
Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams.
Wow, painting is harder than I thought.
Why would a painter need a drafting table? Is he an architect too? Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Aw, family photo. So this is Drew Mishan.
And this little girl must be Vera.
Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close. A happy little family. Until we arrested his daughter. Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Uh-huh, right. What's this?
Ooh, cute! Look at the tiny frame, Apollo!
Tiny is right, the thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that?
None, apparently. It's empty.
There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk?
This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames.
Books. Is this a journal?
Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he?
It's new. He didn't write a single line.
Ugh, you had me going for a while there.
Model? Something about the way that figure is posed.
I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures.
Please, I am a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence?
Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy?
Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen?
But it doesn't have a pointy end.
That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk.
Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma.
Bold and scientific, that's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? What's in here? An envelope. It's been opened and resealed.
Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh?
Whoever did this wasn't so delicate.
You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years...
God, fucking 7 years again, oh brother. Oh, brother. Better hang on to this. Interesting.
Apollo, look! It's been open once here.
You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside.
Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut?
Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? Got a better idea.
Oh, let's ask her.
Alrighty. Well, we'll show that to her once we go through the rest of our dialogue with her and investigate everything else.
What is all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really.
Naya Fate, welcome! Thanks for being here. How are you? He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. How would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used his stuff for years. His quirk doesn't fit with the rest of the studio.
Did he have a change in career paths, mayhaps? 7 years ago, mayhaps? Ooh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin.
This is a crime scene, Trucy.
These coins cost like 50 bucks at the magic shop.
Alright, what are these? Paints and stuff?
Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. We could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green?
That'll be enough of that. Thanks. Do not mess with the red. Alright, is that everything? Alright, well, let's talk about this, and then we'll show her the letter. Emma could help us out here.
Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo.
Huh? What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking, I mean, what is it we always do when we run into at a crime scene? So who's this lady with the hat? Oh, the girl there? That's Trucy. That is my assistant and Phoenix Wright's daughter. She's a magician. What is it we always do, scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Meaning we can get, scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. I want to show the letter now, too. About this. Oh! Adopted daughter, to be clear. It's so funny, because Phoenix never said that she was adopted, and whenever he learned that she was Phoenix's daughter, he was like doing the mental math and being like, oh god, was he a teen dad or something? Because Phoenix is 33 and she's 15. So he was like, oh god. Phoenix literally never like outright clarified that she was adopted. It's so funny. Well, she eventually did say like her real dad is Zach Gramarye, but Phoenix is her real dad to me. Zach Gramarye's her biological dad, but Phoenix is her real dad. Yeah, she's adopted. Oh, yes. Why, that's a bright red envelope. She sure is jumpy.
Someone opened this, didn't they?
My lips are sealed. Like the envelope. You mean, you know what's inside the envelope? Sure. I read it after all.
Ah, you mean you were the one who ripped this open?
Please. I would have steamed it open. Yeah, no way you'd have a kid with a woman. But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently. So can we do the same then? Aw, that little smile. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Science! Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. What the hell? Is that a copy machine? Just a copy machine? Zach may be the biological father, but Phoenix is her real dad. Exactly.
You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise could open big doors.
Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Alright. About that envelope we found, I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer.
X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist?
I went to the dentist today, actually. They didn't do X-rays. My brother and I both went. He got X-rays, but I didn't. That's right. At least that's what I call it. It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization. Something. How am I supposed to remember all that?
So, basically, it lets you see inside things.
May have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy. Phoenix is the father that stepped up. That's right, you're chartreusey. But it's a bit more complicated than that in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically.
Can I try it out, Emma?
Please. Yeah, everyone talks about unnecessary feelings, but no one talks about how Phoenix literally went to law school for the chance to see Edgeworth. Literally, one of the most grueling career paths for a boy. Literally, that man watched Legally Blonde and took all the wrong messages from it. Yeah, for a chance. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? It worked out for him, so yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I suppose. Of course. I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Oh my god, yeah, I want to see Phoenix do the bend and snap, please. And Edgeworth was some guy that he was 9 for 3 months, literally. Man. Well, Phoenix is very sentimental.
All right, let's give it a spin, Apollo.
Yuck! What are you doing?
Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead.
Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out. Oh no.
I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it.
Emma's so fun. Emma. Let's get down to business, shall we? Right. Let's test it on a sample first. I love how she's like, science. Haha. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. Oh, can you see beneath? Is it a scratch off? Can you see beneath the scratch off stuff to see what's on it? You set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything.
Patience. There's no need to get all antsy.
Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope.
Layer view?
Emma's the realest one in the franchise. Yeah, honestly, I would be kind of fed up with the whatever kind of shenanigans are going on if I was in her career path too. Yeah. Phoenix and Edgeworth, or Joker and Akechi. Phoenix and Edgeworth is definitely more iconic. I mean, Joker and Akechi have more fix on AO3, I think. Not that I've checked, but statistics and all. But I think definitely Phoenix and Edgeworth are probably more well-known and more influential for sure. Emma's the forensic investigator queen, saying she stuck being a common detective. Yeah, let the girl pursue her dreams. Let her do what she wants. You got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's we're gonna just have you give it a try. Turn that dial with the little whoopity-boopity-boop. You do a little turning. That's right. That's how you choose what depth you want to scan.
Hey, I got something.
See? That's so you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see the paper's like a bunch of hills and valleys.
Wow, really?
This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers, so it only shows what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would.
Rubbing? Like going over the image?
Alright. Alright. Or I could just do this. I can just click and hold, like this. There. And that fixes the image on the screen. Now, turn the dial again, just a little. Good. Oh, those are the same beeping sound effects in Zero Escape games. Oh, man. Fix it too.
We just keep doing this until we got the whole thing.
Exactly, not bad.
Neat, let's do some more.
Alright. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Okay. Nothing there. Oh, we got stuff here. Alright. Big winner. This is cool. I like all these fun little science features here. Alright, okay, let's print this one out.
Woohoo! I'm a big winner!
Like Eustace, the winner! See, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it on the real thing, shall we? Okay. All right. Oh wait, that's the very top. All right, we got something. Whee! Oh, we're gonna go down this way. All right. Okay. I see sketchy things. Mr. Drew Measham, I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. This device to see how much AO3 content you consumed.
Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Measham's account? His paintings must be really valuable.
And it's 7 years old. Surely that's not connected to Phoenix's disbarment. There's another page in there. Care to take a look?
You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, you might as well read it all.
Here goes with the second page then. Alrighty. Alright. Okay. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one.
So was a letter about payment for one of his paintings.
Why all the secrecy, though? And
what?
why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right?
Maybe it had some special significance to him? Well, Emma?
Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Okay. Can we do science on the mug now? I suppose if we must. Just this once. Oh, do I need to present the mug? Mug? Yeah. Oh, this is all the same, right? Her spray. On the mug itself. About this poison analysis, I was afraid you were gonna ask about that. See, the solution is used to test her atroquinine. Didn't Apollo say that word before? I swear to God he did. Or wasn't that one of it? That wasn't one of Clavier's songs, wasn't it? God damn it. Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for the adverse effects to show. So not immediately after he sipped the coffee. But didn't he sip? I don't know. I'm not sure, wouldn't the sunglasses fall down in that position? Character design logic. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown. That's fine, really. I don't need to know all the gory details.
I think I get it. You just spray the stuff on something you want to test, right?
Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this.
I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please.
You don't have to ask twice. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Thanks for being here. All right.
Yay, let's give it a whirl, Apollo.
Ah! What are you doing? Did you spray it in his face?
I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you.
How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous.
Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand.
Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? All right. Oh my God, this is like what we did in the case 2-2 in the Great Ace Attorney, spraying everywhere and... Alright. Well, there was already some there. Was there some on the painting? Any on the thing? Hmm. 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 I mean, none showed up when I like sprayed the mugs and stuff, so like, I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. I don't even know where to spray. If it's not the mug, then where? He licked his painting, and that's how he ingested the poison. He licked the letterbox. The letterbox. Maybe when he licked an envelope, mayhaps? But the envelope is not there anymore. But then that letter's 7 years old. And it was on the coffee cup. if not the coffee cup, then where the fuck do I spray? I don't know. Where have I not sprayed? I don't fucking know. I don't know where I'm supposed to be spraying if not the cups here. Besides that and any potential letters, where could he have put his mouth? Or is there another way it could have gotten into the body? I don't know. There's literally nothing. I don't fucking know. I feel so dumb! This game really has a talent for making me feel dumb at times when I, like, can't get basic things to work. Where am I supposed to— oh, there are poisons on the shelf here? But, like, oh. Where do I— where have I not sprayed? I don't know. I'm spraying everywhere! Where is it? I feel like I'm going insane. Where? I feel like I sprayed like every inch of this place. What the hell? It's the poison's on the ceiling. I did! Oh! So was I supposed to get like no answers and then just like fucking— is it on the letter? God damn it. Or could I have like gone on the table? Sometimes this game is quite stupid. Ah! He licked the frame! I feel like I sprayed every inch of this place. Is that quote worthy? Do we add that as a quote? Oh my, what did I just do? What did my voice just do there? Ah! Where? Oh, she's excited.
The inside of that cute little frame. Look.
Wow, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy.
I know to work magic.
Never mind that I was the one who filmed it. Why? Why would the inside of the frame be poisoned? Indeed. Unless there's a stamp that was in there. Like, this is a poison that only works whenever it's ingested, right? Or is it like... what in... Can we open the thing? Looks like you have to take this back part off first to put a photo inside. It'd have to be a really small photo to fit in there. True. And that pale bluish stain. Why would there be poison on something like this? Well, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put poison in the coffee rubbed it on here too. Or yeah, maybe it was on their fingers or something. I don't know. Looks like you found the only other place that was poison in any case. So, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story in the night of the crime? Huh, I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. We'll never forget that face. What was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Spark Brushel. He's after a scoop to sell the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with the painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician. That man!
It wasn't Val and Grammary by chance, was it?
Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Val and Grammary. Looks like I'll be heading to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. Alright. Anything to investigate? Top dollar information. What the fuck? Yeah, totally not sketchy.
I guess you gotta have a good business card if you work freelance.
Really? What's this? A camera lens finder?
Do reporters take photos too?
I guess if he's freelance, he'd have to.
Maybe you should try being a prosecutor and a defense attorney. You'd always win.
Why didn't I become a rock star too while I'm at it? Alright. Bye-bye.
Let's go to the Coliseum.
Oh, they got the blimp and everything too.
Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! A place where magic and dreams converge.
Just a while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged. And this is the Nightmare of the Gaviners concert.
Bruce, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valent. What about the case? Only a performer laughs like that.
Hey, I'm Miss Trucy. How often I'd hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
Uncle Valent, how's it going?
Hiya, hello, how are you?
I'm glad to see you too.
Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show.
Is it? The thing on TV, that's not, was it? It was not a recent ad, was it? Like, was it a recent ad about the show coming up in 3 days? Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky to have witnessed miracles such as the ones I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. I get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifique's illusions are reborn. Here, on stage, by my hand. If he dies, then I have a badge. Ah, ha, ha, ha. A challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me. No! It's my badge! It's my lifeblood! Are all magicians like this?
Apollo? What does that look just now?
I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. Ticket? Nothing? Alright. I mean, I should probably talk to him before showing you anything, but like, you know. Oh, this. Do you know anything about this? I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Aha! Why, that bears the Grammary seal! Does he know what it is? Does he know what it is?
Uncle Valent, is something wrong?
Oh shit, he does know. Trucy, where did you get this?
Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy? My partner's...
No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright.
Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy? What the fuck? And why are you making that face? Lord Daddy. That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. Good Jesus Christ. The signature upon the back. Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramery.
What? Daddy signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this? Can we do a little cheat and do science on it? Or would that, like, fuck everything up somehow? Do not open until the time is right. Can we do science to see what's in it?
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Grammary Miracle is back after a 7-year absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his.
Daddy.
My other daddy's so progressive. Yes! My co-magician in training, Zach Gramery, if that terrible thing hadn't... Yeah, he didn't die however many months ago, April 20th, whenever that was. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valen Gramery, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Valen. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again.
She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Gramery, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations.
I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound.
I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramery Troupe's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard the magic known as law, which governs our land. I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. Something involving the jury system? 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up. Literally me with the 10 years and all the other games I played recently.
And why was that?
A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Oh, okay.
Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such, was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gramery was the inheritor of the Gramery miracle.
Daddy.
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. I think I see where the story's going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time. Oh, it was Apollo. I was reading in his voice. They're considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years! No way! Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. It was probably the time he actually died, too! The father was legally declared deceased because he actually died! In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor, Magnifi, passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself.
Is that how it works, Apollo?
Yeah. It's called death in absentia. He's declared missing. Permanently. Look at him applying law knowledge. He did go to law school. Law school is the thing here, apparently.
Daddy.
Anything else I can show you? So a journalist was here on a story. All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel. Brushel. Brushel. Brushel.
I think he remembers him.
Doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
Right. A man by that name called on me just now.
Just now?
Valent's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward.
That is all. That's all? Very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet, he had ears only for that incident. That incident? 7 years ago? In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So Painter has died. What of it? Of that one, yeah. It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of gramarye.
Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center. He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. Oh, God. Just ripping it to shreds. He will tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him.
Oh, here comes Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick.
I don't think he's gonna put it back together. Is he gonna fix the card? I'm not sure that qualifies as big magic. He just wants them gone.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? He must have really not liked that journalist. Now, the time has come when I must return to make my prestigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Valent.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle. Oh God, is Zach Gramarye gonna rise from the dead like Jesus in 3 days? What do you think that journalist was after? Why did Valent react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit.
Alright. First, I don't think I'm gonna get anything by showing this to her. We can't peek inside of this, can we? No, I didn't think so. That would spoil the surprise! I hate spoilers. I wish I was playing this game entirely spoiler-free, but it's fine. It's fine.
I think I hear what you're saying.
We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, 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 not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter?
Okay. Yeah, that's you on the card.
Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be?
That looks like the quill that was on the desk in the studio. And so does that. Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey.
You're Justice, you!
This is from, this music's from one of the older games. You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you! Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill the beans, end quote.
That's not true! What's he writing?
Are you a reporter by any chance?
Oh, you're Trucy.
Am I famous? Oh yeah.
Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties, end quote. Oh, good lord, that's so not true! Just hold on to your breeches there.
I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So, guard, I think I know what's going on here.
It's totally true. I mean, she does use it to store a lot of things. Is he just a stalker, or does he, like, research everybody? Like, I mean, he seems to know everybody and everything, or whatever.
Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No! How many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I got work to do. You deal with him.
Did you come here to interview the guard? Oh, wee, what a pickle. A curious wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone or go plumb crazy, end quote. Huh.
I should have guessed. Yeah, I'd be terrified too.
Where's my manners? Name's Brushel, Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes eyes, writes, end quote.
What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? At least he doesn't have bad breath.
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild rot through crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote.
I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. I have a badge, by the way.
All right, let me go on the record here. Yes? I know what you're going to say. Rachel, take this, write brilliant column, end quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food. Try to understand.
What could he possibly be writing? He didn't listen to a word I said. All right.
So, Mr. Bashel, you're a journalist? Not me. Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer. You understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Yeah.
Well, I think he probably does. Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
Huh? What? I'm so confused. What's this guy's damage? I'm so confused.
So the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio? Oh, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record. Yes, I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back, end quote. I can understand that philosophy, but you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly, see, it's the same thing. What is?
Can this guy, like, speak normally?
So you went to do a story on Drew Measham? And he never had a story done about him before? And that's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place? Well, yes. Look, it's like... Oh, I've got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's gonna tell me where he got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly! See, that's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Right, guess we'll leave then.
But since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Probably because it was.
I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery, end quote. I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
One that there were multiple copies of. Was he duplicating that painting, mayhaps?
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach. Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers, end quote.
Was it this one by chance? Or nope. I mean, this is the incomplete one. Oh, nothing else here? Okay. Alright, bye-bye. Nothing else? Alright. Okay. Now what? Back here? Okay. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's with that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you got going, Emma? I just heard a firework go off outside. This painting came from behind that dresser. Ah, yes, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you'd tell us a bit about this? I suppose it's what you think. Drew Measham was a forger. Yep.
A forger?
Alrighty.
So what exactly is a forger?
Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words.
Fakes?
Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Alright, bro thinks he's Madarame.
Well, why not just photocopy them?
The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course.
So Drew Measham was...
A criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries, like the letter, yeah, to supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place.
What do you mean?
When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. Like this, yeah.
So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage.
But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all.
Oh, yeah, I guess you would.
That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings is only half finished anyway.
Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Measham's rough sketches. Kinda like what he thought was drawing when he thought no one was looking.
True. That'd be interesting. That may be valuable for a case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
Alright. Then let's do this. Let's do science! I kinda want to see the rough sketch under this painting. And I was wondering if your tool there might be able to help. Oh, fine. Just this time, though. Alrighty. I want to see this one. Okay. Is that Clavier? What? That's a Burning Man! Oh god! I thought it was like a guitar player, and he's, oh god, it's what could have happened at the concert if Claudia burned with his guitar.
Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough.
Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted for the rough.
What do you mean?
Well, in the past, we could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch.
Composition?
In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas, so you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like. I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. And he doesn't like technology, yeah, and you wouldn't know this, yeah. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that.
So Mr. Measham was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them.
Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd.
You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo.
You think we could check out one of the other paintings?
Well,
Sure, you like this detection stuff, don't you? Alright. Alrighty, let's see. What are we gonna find here? Are we gonna find more, like, burning people or whatever? Me learning how to forge thanks to games! Yay! Knowledge is power! More fireworks are going off outside. I'm gonna have to check on Charlie. My Charlie, not the plant Charlie. My Charlie, my beagle. It's the noodle stand. He's sketching all the cases I've prosecuted. That's the guy pulling the noodle stand. Then there was Clavier on fire. Although he wasn't, you know, like... Somebody's watching me.
what's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden. You think I just look at the last of these?
Fine by me. Is this gonna be Kristoff? Or if it's the actual like crime scene, is it gonna be the dead guy? Is it gonna be dead, totally, definitely, Shoddy Smith? Or the poker table and whatnot? Yep, cards, I see cards. It's all the cases I've prosecuted. Interesting. Oh, what the hell, man? What the heck is all this? Hear about the blacksmith that was arrested who was charged with forgery. Oh. I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited.
You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? What is happening? Who is this man? Why is he like obsessed with me?
There?
Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are the 3 cases I worked on.
What?
Murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand, and then the events that transpired during the Governor's concert. What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why? Was he there for all of them? Is Drew Measham your father? I mean, give me a break. Does that seem even remotely I mean, this is Ace Attorney. Family drama goes nuts here. Never even heard of any Drew Measham before. That's gotta be a fake name or something. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But then there were my cases drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Measham? And what did he have to do with me? Holy shit. Man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, we're going to trial. Oh god. Already in the trial. Good lord. Okay. We're gonna pause there for today. Holy shit. What is happening? What is happening? What? Okay. Anyways, we'll pick up with this tomorrow. Good lord. Oh man. I don't know what's happening, but things are happening indeed. But thank y'all for being here. We'll continue with this tomorrow, same time as today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see what the hell is going on here, maybe, who knows, and yeah, make some progress. That's all. Have a great rest of your